Hi Year 5, happy Thursday. Thank you for joining me again for another multiplication lesson today. Today it's going to be a 4-digit number times by a 1-digit number. So before we get started, can you grab yourselves a pencil and a piece of paper? Brilliant, thank you. As always, we're going to start off by looking at the TT Rockstars leaderboards. Let's see who's made it onto there today. So here they are, the TT Rockstars results for studio session on the 12th of January. For this leaderboard, I looked at the average speed it took you all to answer each question. So in 5T, congratulations to Josh, Calvin and Elliot. In 5W, congratulations to Caleb, Esme and Ella. In 5P, congratulations to Katie, Bo, George and Erin. And in 5E, congratulations to Jackson, Ben and Ethan. You all scored in the top 3 for your average speed. A special mention to Joshua in 5T, however, who managed to do each question in under a second. It's actually 0.94 seconds on average it took him to answer each question. Well done, Josh. I've awarded you each dojo point for aspiration. Don't forget, you've also got a new Soundcheck session that's been set on TT Rockstars for you. It's running until Friday the 15th of January. Why don't you go and give it a go? Additionally, there's the Math Shed Challenge, which also ends on Friday the 15th of January. Let's get started with some maths in Year 5. Here is your starter task for today. Your starter task is the number of the day activity, a bit like we did earlier on in the week. But today, the number of the day is 12. Can you have a go at answering all of these questions? So we've got 12 divided by 10, 12 divided by 6, 12 round to the nearest 10. Can you write 12 in Roman numerals? They're just some of the questions that are on the board. Pause the video now and have a go at working them all out, and join me back here afterwards for the answers. Okay, how did you get on? Shall we find out what the answers are? Here are the answers to 12 being the number of the day. Pause the video now so you can mark all of the questions that you've got. Okay, well done. Fantastic work if you got some of those answers correct. So today we're going to be multiplying a 4-digit number by a 1-digit number. It's very similar to what we've been doing earlier on in the week, but just the one number, as you'll notice, is getting gradually bigger. On Monday we looked at a 2-digit by a 1-digit. On Tuesday and Wednesday it was 3-digit by 1-digit, and today it's a 4-digit by a 1-digit. And today we're going to go back to looking at the ladder method. So we're still using our multiplication facts, digits, columns and place value as well. So how would we solve this using the ladder method? Do you remember what the ladder method looks like? Pause the video now and have a think. Okay, how'd you get on? Could you remember what it looked like? Let's have a look under here. So I have the question 3,245 multiplied by 6. As you can see, it's the one that's a bit expanded. We've got all our jottings here and you can see all our working out. And at the end, we add it up to find the product of the multiplication question that we're trying to answer. So let's get into it. Come and join me as I talk you through how to do this question. Here are the steps to success that I'm using in today's lesson. So then, Year 5, just like we did during Tuesday's maths lesson, we're going to use the ladder method today to work out this question here. It's my turn. I've made sure that I follow the first part of my steps to success, which is to set out my calculation into columns to make sure I've separated the digits and put them in my place value columns to help me when I come to putting the answers to the multiplications I'm going to do, and when I come to finding my total answer, the product of my multiplication. Now, this is just like we did on Tuesday. However, rather than being a 3-digit number times by a 1-digit number, it's a 4-digit number times by a 1-digit number. So we've just got that extra 1 digit to multiply by our single digit. So let's give it a go. I've already set it out. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to multiply the single digit by the ones. So I'm going to do 3 times 4. And I'm writing my jottings down here to help me. I know that 3 times 4 is 12. The next thing I'm going to do is my single digit times by my tens. So I'm going to do 3 times by 60. Now I can use my known fact of 3 times 6 to help me with this question. I know that 3 times 6 is 18. So 3 times 60 is 180 because it is 10 times bigger. The next part is to do single digit times by the hundreds. So we're going to do 3 times by 300. Now 3 times 3, known fact, I know is 9. So if it's 300, it's 100 times bigger. 9 times by 100 is 900. So 3 times 300 is 900. Okay, and then this bit is just the single digit times by the thousands. So we're going to do 3 times by 5,000. 3 times 5, my known fact I know is 15. So 3 times 5,000 is going to be 15,000. Now I've got to add up all of my totals here to find the product. So we'll start with the ones. I guess that's 2. And that's 9. Oh, here I've got 10. So I'm going to put my 0 here and carry the 1. 5, add the 1 I've carried, is 6. And then this one here. So the answer to 5,364 multiplied by 3 is 16,092. Now it's our turn. I've got the question 2,934 multiplied by 4. Can you copy the question down so we can work through it together? Remember to leave a gap between each of your digits for your place value if you haven't got any squared paper. Okay then, let's get started. So we've already done our first part of our step success, which is set it out in columns. The next part of our step success is to multiply the single digit by the ones. So that's going to be 4 multiplied by 4. I'm using my jottings in brackets to help me. 4 times 4, you're absolutely right, is 16. Okay, next part of our step success is the single digit times by the tens. So that's going to be 4 times by 30. Because remember, that's not 3, it's 3 tens, which means it's 30. I can though, you're absolutely right, year 5. Use my known fact of 4 times 3 to help me. I know that's 12, but 30 being 10 times bigger means I need to make 12 10 times bigger, which gives me 120. The next part is the single digit times by the hundreds. So that's going to be 4 times by 900. 4 times 9 is 36, but again it's 900. So that means that 4 times 900 is 3,600. Did you get the same answer? Fantastic work. And then finally, before we add up our totals, we have to the single digit times by the thousands. So that is 4 times by 2,000. Oops. Okay, I know 4 times 2 is 8, so 4 times 2,000 is 8,000. Fantastic work. Now it's time to add up our totals. We start with the ones. I can see I've got 6 here. In my tens, I've got 3. In my hundreds, you're absolutely right, we have 7. And in my thousands, oh, well this is bigger, isn't it? 3 add 8 makes 11. So I'm going to put the 1 here, and rather than carrying the other one here, I can see that I've got no 10,000s. So I'm going to place it straight there, making my answer 11,736. Did you get the same answer as well? Brilliant work. Right then, year 5, before we go on to our chili challenges, it's time for a your turn. Can you pause the video, copy this question down, and have a go at it all by yourself? Remember, if you're a little bit stuck, you can go back and watch the My Turn part of this video to help you. Join back here afterwards for the answer. Welcome back. How'd you get on? The answer to 5,632 multiplied by 5 is 28,160. Did you get the answer right yourself? Well done, guys. I'm really proud of you for all your perseverance and hard work. If you didn't get the answer correct, please don't worry. Go back and have a look at the My Turn part of the video like I've already mentioned, as that will be able to help you. The other thing that will help you is to make sure you write down your jottings so you know which part of the step success that you've completed. It's that time. Here are your chili challenges. This is chili 1. For chili 1, the first question is completing 4 different multiplications, as you can see on the screen, in the ladder method. Question 2 is a word problem. Can you have a read through and see if you can figure out the multiplication that you've got to complete from that word problem? Here's chili 2. Question 1 and 2 are quite similar. Liam's answered a question and he thinks the answer is correct. But can you prove whether it's true or false? Has he got the answer correct or incorrect? For question 3, Ron is working out a question. Do you agree with what he's done? Did Ron have to use a column method? Is there a quicker way to find the answer to 7,423 multiplied by 0? And finally, Chili 3. For question 1, you have got 3 multiplications to work out using the ladder method. What do you notice about the answers you get to each of these questions? For question 2, you need to use each digit card once to write a multiplication. Digit cards are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. How many different products can you find? What is the closest product you can get to 8,000? So can you get an answer really close to 8,000 for me? And that brings us to the end of today's maths lesson. I do hope you enjoyed it, Year 5. As always, please send in your work to our Year 5 email address, as we love to see what you've been getting up to. The amount of work we've been having sent in has been phenomenal, and we're so proud of every single one of you. So keep up the hard work. See you soon. Take care. Bye.